Hello everyone, I'm Scarlett Cole, YA author and author as part of the groundbreaking Kingdom of Fairytales project. First thing I'd like to say is Happy New Year! It's January, which means it's the beginning of a brand new decade and a brand new start. However, it also means that the first book in the Kingdom of Fairytales came out on Wednesday. That's right, Queen of Dragons is now available to read on Kindle Unlimited as part of our Patreon subscription or available on Amazon. Isn't that awesome? If you've already started reading, thank you so much, and I really hope that you're enjoying it. However, if you haven't, it's never too late to catch up. Even if you're watching this video in summer of 2020, or even in the fall, you can always start at the beginning or wherever your fairy tale heart leads you. This video isn't going to feature me today. I'm just here to give you the rundown of what our regular fairy tale programming is going to be now that the books have started coming out. Each season is 4 weeks, as we've discussed many times before. So we've created extra special programming that will repeat every single season for every different character. The first week of a new season will feature the guest author that wrote the books for that season. So in a few minutes, you're going to meet J.A. Armitage, one of the masterminds behind this entire Kingdom of Fairytales project. But before we do, I'll give you a rundown of the other 3 weeks. The second week won't actually have a video. We'll be featuring a playlist of songs that the author used while they were writing or inspired their character. The third week, we will start with our Kingdom Confidential, which will give you some of the behind the scenes, deleted scenes, or extra information that aren't actually included in the books. The fourth week will be a roundup of all the stuff that happened in the current season, plus a bit of a preview for the next season to come. Hopefully you'll stick around through all of the videos and you'll get the full royal treatment for the entire year. I can't wait to spend more time with you. My books will come out in May, so you'll be seeing a lot more of me then. However, we're going to try to turn this over to our authors as much as possible so that you get to see all of the different faces and meet all of the different voices that you'll be spending your time with. But without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to J.A. Armitage, the author of Queen of Dragons.
Hi, I'm J.A. Armitage. Hopefully you've all read Queen of Dragons, the first in the Kingdom of Fairytales series. I hope you enjoyed reading it as much as I enjoyed writing it. Now I have a question for you. Are you Team Caspian or Team Milo? Put your answer in the comments below. I know whose team I'm on. Okay, I'm going to read the first few paragraphs of Queen of Dragons, available on Amazon. Okay, so our story starts in the 1st of January. The sword glinted in the sun, golden flecks of light turning to orange as the sun began its trek to the other side of the world. His colossal height dwarfed me, giving him the advantage in every way. He stood at nearly 6'5", towering over me, and his strength was unsurpassed in all the kingdom. I dodged him as he ruthlessly attacked, thrusting his sword at me mercilessly and without care. The complexities of sword fighting did not interest him. His aim was only to kill, his one desire to see his blade thrust deep into my belly. I danced around him as time after time he attacked, and I put into practice all the defence strategies I'd learned from watching my younger brother's training. Training that I, as a girl, I'd never received, and yet here I was, embroiled in a fight to the death with a giant of a man. I knew how to handle a sword. Even without official training, I rivaled most men in the art of combat. But as my attacker wasn't schooled in good sportsmanship and his technique involved him waving his sword around haphazardly, there was very little I could do to anticipate where his next attack would come from. I think he's here. Come on, join in. I thought that I'd be able to see it in his eyes, the little tells that would give away where he would next thrust his sword, but he was focused on the kill, and there was no telling where the sword would go next. He murmured as he fought, a strange language known only to himself, a pep talk, who knew? I swerved to the side as he rushed at me full force, his blade missing me by inches. A momentary thrill of celebration ran through me, but it was short-lived. I'd barely turned back toward him when the full length of his sword was thrust into my side right up to the hilt. Tumbling to the ground, I clutched my belly, wailing in agony, and then became still. My eyes closed, and my screams were silent. I was dead.
I hope you had fun meeting our first author. And just a quick reminder, next week there will be no video, but we will be posting Azia's playlist here on the YouTube channel. See you next week.